Well, good morning, everyone. I have never made a video and posted it, and it's just traditionally it hasn't been who I am. But I have a friend named Eric Neve, and I just love his boldness in creating videos and sharing them. So, Eric, you have inspired me to do this today. I just wanted to share one thing that's really been been eating me up inside for good. We think about God's character, and what we see all throughout the stories of the Bible are in times of when man is obedient to what God has said to do, that he finds himself in blessings. And then when man is disobedient, we find that he's in the opposite of it. He's in a lack of blessing. Or some might say that God actually has punished man. And so I wonder about that. And what causes me to wonder about that is the story of Genesis, the story of the fall of man, right? So in the garden, God put man in the garden to work it, and he gave him free access, complete freedom to eat of all the fruit, everything in the garden, including the tree of life, right? Which is a picture of Christ. But he said of one tree you are not to eat, and that's the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And he said, if you do, death will surely be the result of it. So in his loving kindness, God said, I'm giving you free access to everything. You are in fellowship with me. You are in complete union with me. We walk together. You have freedom. But here's the one thing, don't do. Don't go and pursue knowledge of good and evil. Man, in his free will choice, he chose to turn away from what God had commanded there. Now remember, let's back up. God took man from dust, right? God is the only source of life. Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. God is the one and only source of life that he breathed into man. Man was just dust. And so God said, this is the one thing I'm telling you not to go and do, because if you do it, you will experience death. And so picture this. God is the source of life. And what God is saying, if you turn away from me and you go and you pursue your own, you will be walking away from the source of life. So did God come down and punish man when he was disobedient to what he said? Or did man, through his own natural consequences, by walking away from the source of life, find his own death? Think about that. Think about that. It's powerful.